The greatest achievement is selflessness. The greatest worth is self-mastery. The greatest quality is seeking to serve others. The greatest precept is continual awareness. The greatest medicine is the emptiness of everything. The greatest action is not conforming with the world's ways. The greatest magic is transmuting the passion. The greatest generosity is non-attachment. The greatest goodness is a peaceful mind. The greatest patience is humility. The greatest effort is not concerned with results. The greatest meditation is mind that lets go. The greatest wisdom is seen through appearance.
The comparing other religious belief. So let's say the other religions like Christianity and Islam and Hinduism, they believe God and one God. But Buddhists do not believe one God. Instead, the Buddhists believe many gods. Believe me, recognizing, there are many gods. That is all. And we do not worship gods as important beings. But we just treat them, we just love them, we respect them, and as we do, our society, something that's it. Because we Buddhists believe no one God, no eternal God, no creator. So that's why we don't need to worship gods. And also there are many gods, which means I have my own God, you have your own God, she has her own God, you have your own God. So, but we realize, sometimes we feel angels, sometimes we feel guardians. So whatever, they are just guardians and gods. So something like that. So no one God.
The Four Noble Truths. 1. Life means suffering. To live means to suffer. Because the human nature is not perfect and neither is the world we live in. During our lifetime, we inevitably have to endure physical suffering such as pain, sickness, injury, tiredness, old age, and eventually death. And we have to endure psychological suffering like sadness, fear, frustration, disappointment, and depression.
Or what we believe in karma is not depend on religion, not depend on skin color, not depend on gender.
2. The origin of suffering is attachment. The origin of suffering is attachment to transient things and the ignorance thereof. Transient things do not only include the physical objects that surround us, but also ideas, and in a greater sense, all objects of our perception. Ignorance is the lack of understanding of how our mind is attached to impermanent things.
We believe is cause and effect, the doctrine of cause and effect. If there are causes, there must be effect. So no effect without causes. So in a religious term, we call karma. Karma meaning cause and effect, or doctrine of cause and effect.
3. The cessation of suffering can be attained through Nirodha. Nirodha means the unmaking of sensual craving and conceptual attachments. The third noble truth expresses the idea that suffering can be ended by attaining dispassion.
So, cause and effect, the doctrine of karma is not created by Buddha. It exists as a nature.
4. There is a path to the end of suffering, a gradual path of self-improvement.
Very correct. Let's say this life, we are human, right? Next life, we might be celestial person. We might be reborn in heaven as a celestial being. Let's say next life, this life you are woman. Next life you might be reborn here, a man. But the body, the form, different form. This life, this form, next life, another form.
The Noble Eightfold Path are 1. Right view. 2. Right intention. 3. Right speech. 4. Right action. 5. Right livelihood. 6. Right effort. 7. Right mindfulness. 8. Right concentration. All these will lead to wisdom, ethical conducts, and mental development.
The Buddhist belief past life. We had countless lives in the past. And then we had accumulated a lot of karma. Basically, good karma and bad karma we had. Everybody had.
What is karma? Karma is the wheel of life, or samsara. It is an ancient symbol that has same meaning in Buddhism and Hinduism. Karma is the Sanskrit word that literally means action. Buddhists hold that the retributive process of karma can span more than one lifetime. Rebirth or reincarnation has always been an important tenet in Buddhism, and it is often referred to as walking the wheel of life, samsara. It is the process of being born over and over again in different times and in different situations, possibly for many thousand times. As long as there is delusion, greed, and aversion, and as long as passion are not extinguished, we generate karma.
But the main important thing in Buddhism is for liberation. Liberation from those mental impurities. Liberation from suffering.
Also, there are 5 mindfulness trainings. 1. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life. 2. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation. 3. Aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct. 4. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful speech. 5. Aware of the suffering caused by unmindful consumption.
Buddha is a person. Buddha is not a god. So some people believe, especially some people claim that Buddha is a god. Or some claim Buddha is just a messenger of their god. But in reality, no. He was a human being. So he was born in a rural family, and he became, as a result of meditation, insight meditation, and Buddha. So since he became a Buddha, he became extraordinary person, which means perfect for everybody, everything. Physically perfect, mentally perfect, spiritually perfect. Everything he's perfect. Nothing could be fine to play.
Meditation is the centerpiece of Buddhist practice. It is a method to develop the mind. The emphasis is on concentration, focus, clarity, calmness, and insight. There are different techniques. Most of them are easy to learn and very useful in daily life.
For example, for daily people, 5 moral conduct, 5 precepts we call. So, no killing any living beings, number 1. No stealing and other belongings. No sexual misconduct. For daily people. No lying, no drinking drugs. So these are 5 we call 5 precepts or 5 natural laws for everybody. And this is not made by Buddha, but this is discovered by the Buddha. Which means these are the 5 are natural laws we call. Religious term, morality, precept. And actually natural laws.
There are 5 main original precepts that the monks and nuns prohibited to use. The other 5 were laid by the people later. 1. They are prohibited of harming living beings. 2. Taking things not freely given. 3. Sexual misconduct. 4. False speech. 5. Intoxicating drinks and drugs causing heedlessness. 6. Taking untimely meals. 7. Dancing, singing. 8. Use of garlands, perfumes, and personal adornment. 9. Use of high seats. 10. Accepting gold or silver.
Again, repeat. Killing one's own mom, killing one's own dad, killing holy monk, arahant, we call arahant, and making internal bleeding, the Buddha, and making the community of monks, sangha separate. So those 5 things are very evil. We call very heavy karma, heavy, weighty, bad karma. As a result, he must go to hell. No option.
So you believe in hell fire after death?
Oh, we all believe. The hell is inside us.
Inside us, okay.
Inside us.
Oh, the earth, okay.
Oh,
okay. What about heaven? Do you believe in...
yeah, we all believe in heaven too. In heaven, and Buddhists teach you heaven and hell at different levels. Heaven also 6 different levels. And then different levels, that means different lifespan, different luxury situation, depending on how good you are.
Okay.
So how good you are.
Because when you said that you believe in the reincarnation, I thought that, okay, once the person die, he goes and he is born again in somebody else or in another creature.
So we've got a lot of options.
Oh, so he could go to heaven or hell, or he can be reincarnated.
Heaven and human is a place for good people.
Oh, okay.
And hell, animal kingdom, ghosts, giant ghosts, hungry ghosts, those lives are bad people. Monks and nuns are not supposed to get married. If they change their mind, they want to get married, change and go to normal life.
Whereas the sitting that you sit down on the floor and you meditate, right? You close your eyes and you start thinking about. We want to.
Not thinking. Meditation means not thinking. Observing.
And we want you to show us some of the things that, like how you do it and what.
Meditation?
Yeah.
Just like cross the leg, and you observe in breath, out breath.
Okay.
Breathing, because breathe in, breathe out all the time. So you just pay attention, breathe in, breathe out. Keep your mind here, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and then you will attain concentration, which means your mind is totally in this object. You will be penetrated into this object. That is what we call concentration.
Now, do you believe in the meditation that your soul or your spirit would transform to somewhere else and start talking to other, for example, spirits or other, for example,
we can communicate
ourselves or things like that?
We can communicate by saying mind to mind. Another word we can say spirit to spirit, but actually not spirit, mind to mind.
Okay.
So my mind can read yours. And then when we meditate, and then I can send spiritual
Messages.
message to you, something like that.
Okay, that's interesting.
Fortune telling?
Fortune telling? Partially.
Buddhists don't believe in God Creator. Buddhists don't believe in afterlife, and so they don't believe that the world has a beginning or ending. Buddhists worship many gods.
إن الله لا يغفر أن يشرك به ويغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء ومن يشرك بالله فقد افترى إثما عظيما.
Verily, Allah forgives not that partners should be set up with Him in worship, but He forgives except that anything else to whom He wills. And whoever sets up partners with Allah in worship, he has indeed invented a tremendous sin.